Okay, Rosa Parks parked.
If Rosa Parks wouldn't have taken her butt and parked it on the seat she wanted to sit on and not paid attention to the rules and all that stuff, you never would have had the beginning of the civil rights movement in this country.
Well, it's a bit more complicated
Well,
than that, but yeah. That's
so,
what got
you know,
the attention.
right. So, a lot of people in my generation, the boomers, were not against blacks to begin with. It was the generation before, our parents, who did not like the blacks. Not us. You know? You'll find that a lot of boomers have voted for Barack Obama and other black...
And you'll find another good 60% of your generation also became these Reagan born-again Republican people. I'll post a link in the description, okay? And I'll post a link in the description of Willie Nelson, Alex Jones, and Jesse Ventura talking about this. Okay, go on.
Okay. Well, I don't doubt that a lot of them are like kooks or something. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that we were more... I feel I'm more open, way more open-minded than my parents were.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I don't know about my grandparents.
Yeah, your dad was so straight. He was like, we only vote Republican in this house, Missy.
Yeah, my mom had to go vote Republican. That was her duty.
Didn't you vote?
Yeah. But she was supposed to go vote later in the day. And by God, you make sure you vote Republican.
I bet you she didn't.
No, she did.
How would you know?
She did whatever he said. Because he's the man.
Yeah, and that's how it was back then. And that's what these people want to be.
My mom would get up
at
3 o'clock in the morning after this guy's been at a bar, you know?
Yeah, and
make his drinking. Supper. Bullshit.
Yeah, and that's what they're trying to do now. Like, how come the man can't give his wife a blowjob? And now it's this bullshit where it's like, hey, stick your finger in your wife's bunghole, you're going to go to prison. You're going to go to prison and stick your finger in your bunghole.
This is just ignorant shit.
It is, no shit. How come all these right-wing people talk about is gay sex? It's like they're obsessed with it. And in all the states that are anti-gay marriage are the biggest consumers of gay and lesbian porn. You can look that up. I'll post the links in the description. And you don't believe me, the biggest porn site in the entire world, Pornhub.com, they even said that they looked up the servers and the searches per state, and Google said it too. Biggest consumer porn in the entire world per country is Pakistan. They fucking kill people for being gay there. It doesn't even make sense. The countries that are the most anti-gay are the most viewing, of gay porn and gay sex, but yet they murder these people for being gay. And the South's the same way, man. They're the biggest consumer of gay porn, but yet they absolutely hate gay people. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's like Mississippi, the poorest state, highest obesity rating, the poorest in education, poorest in infrastructure, the most conservative, the most Republican. They're a 98% white state. They have more white people than any other state in the country. You can look that up. They're the most socially undiverse, or whatever the word is, like the most socially undiverse in the country. That's another 98%. They have the highest gun ownership per state. They have you get the idea. But guess what? They are the biggest consumers of porn. Out of 20 people on a computer, 11 of them are going to be watching porn. Literally every 7 minutes. There's another, say, 11 people watching porn. Like that. Constantly. And to make things even crazier, what's the porn that they're watching? It's gay stuff. But I'm not no homo. But then you go and beat off and watch it. I mean, you're such hypocrites. And talk about that pregnancy crisis place. Like in New York, they legalized those. We live next to one.
I don't see the purpose of it myself.
Yeah, they don't do anything. I probably should have told... I told them to get off... I made a video about that, probably put that on the internet. I told them to get up off their fucking ass and do something about it, and they still haven't done it. I said, you guys need to get some PR or something. And I told them straight up, I don't support them. And they gave me a single piece of paper. I made a video about that. It's on YouTube. You guys look it up. They gave me a single piece of paper, and it's like a 100% increase. Well, if there was one person, a 100% increase would be what?
2 people.
2 people. A 100% increase compared to what?
Yeah.
And they didn't say.
All I know is from being a neighbor of the place, anytime I've ever gone by there, the girls that are sitting outside the place, whatever, the young girls, look like teenagers or whatever, they're always crying, man.
Because they tell them that they're going to go to hell if they don't have the kid. And they fill their head up full of lies and make them feel guilty. Pregnancy, if I was the president, I'd make them fucking illegal. Or if I was the governor, I'd do it too.
How is that being loving arms?
It's not. It's hate-filled arms. It's judgmental arms.
I mean, this teenage... Okay, just make up a scenario. This 15-year-old girl, this boy tells her he loves her, blah, 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 and she's stupid, naive, and believes him, she gets pregnant. Okay. She knows her mom and dad are probably going to kick her out of the house, or what is she going to do? She doesn't really want to kill a baby, but what is she going to do? Who's, you know...
It's pretty emotional for people to get abortions. I've seen it on the internet. Al Jazeera did that. They had a frontline documentary about it.
She's not even a grown woman. She doesn't have the emotions. Her emotions are not even adult yet.
Right. And then they're like, well, why don't you teach them abstinence?
So the loving arms to me would be, this would be a place where this girl could go and cry and say, Johnny got me pregnant. I didn't believe him, and now he doesn't want it. And then you do me. To her, this is a big deal. Her heart got broke.
And that's another thing.
You know? But here is this baby. The fact is, the baby is growing inside this little girl. How many months is she? Is she, you know, what does she want to do with baby? I mean, she's a minor. So basically, if she keeps the baby, her parents have got to be agreeable that she's keeping the baby.
You know what? We're going to make one last video where we talk to them. I'm going to finish these fucking projects and get them off my chest. And if nobody watches these videos, I don't even give a goddamn. At least they're going to be on the internet. You know, on the collective consciousness of the internet that we're all going to be a part of by the year 2045. And I don't give a shit. Okay? You know, put the microchip in the hand, put the barcode on the head. And, you know, these people are like, go. You know, these stupid Christians talk about the end times and the mark of the beast. It's already here, motherfucker. And the only Christians that will accept are like these right-wing Alex Jones people and these Tea Party people. It's called the beast chip, dude. And you sit there and you're like, oh, and this comes from an atheist. It's called the beast chip. And then when you tell Christians that, no, that's not true, it's not true, it fucking is too. Look it up. That's the internet. It's full of Satan. It fucking lies. And that's all it is. They don't want to accept any goddamn thing. What are you doing? This chocolate cheese stuff or something?
I'm just playing with my fingernails.
But anyway, man, okay, any last words about this gym thing and these crazy religious nuts? And
they can go do it. No, I'm not giving a flipping a bird. They can go hang out in their church. I don't care what they do.
Yeah, they can have a McDonald's with Billy Graham statues.
But, I mean, don't come in my room and don't shove your shit down my throat, you know? You invited him over here. He's your guest. Keep him at the kitchen table.
Well, I didn't invite him over here.
Well, you basically called him, told him you didn't want him to meet him at a restaurant, right?
Right, but he's the one who wanted to meet me, and I said I didn't want him spending money on me like I'm a fucking date, or like he has to pay me like I got some kind of cheap whore or some shit, or I'm a celebrity, like, you know, I'm Lady Gaga, and you're the, like, you're the chairman of the board of Frito-Lay, and you pay me $3 million so you could see me perform for 5 minutes. That's true, by the way. Look that up, South by Southwest. Seriously. Howard Stern said that. He said, how come you don't do corporate gigs? She says, I'm not in it for the money. He says, think all the money you'd make. He's such a New Yorker, my God. Look at all the money.
So you could buy me a cannoli or something.
Look at all the money I make. The $1 million, baby, I'll buy you 1 billion of them.
1 billion cannolis.
Can you imagine that, man?
I love cannolis.
Can you imagine 1 billion cannolis?
Yeah.
No, seriously.
It'd be like a big, gigantuous warehouse.
It'd be like the Himalayan mountain cannolis.
And they'd have to be frozen.
And Warhammer 40,000, like the mountain of skulls and shit. So anyway, man, this guy Jim, you know, we're gonna finish this bullshit. We're gonna get that over with. I'm sick of the dude. I'm sick of these people. We're going to do the last calls and last conversations, and the shit's going down. And we're going to film it, and you're going to be able to watch it, okay? Coming soon to a fucking computer screen near you. Alright, later, bro.